Really grabbing on my ass, getting money off flash.
Girl Cash Badass back again with another. And I know I look crazy, say that in every video. But this video is pretty much gonna be me addressing the comments that I received, because I cannot reply to comments for some strange and odd and unordinary reason. I don't know why. But it's a lot of comments that I want to address about the video My Boyfriend Was Gay, because I received a lot of comments on that video. Well, some of them disappeared, some of them I see in my notifications but can't reply to. So yeah, that's what we touching on today, because I got a lot to say. Apparently everybody is goody two shoes now and never lived a childhood, or just, I don't know, flat out acting like, I don't know, they don't do anything, or never done anything, or had people in their childhood that did things. So for one, I'm gonna say I'm from New Orleans. If y'all don't know, let's touch on that. Originally from New Orleans. During my childhood, 2005 Hurricane Katrina hit, and I evacuated to Alabama. We was headed to Atlanta. We stopped in Alabama. I moved into this small town for a few years. My mama, they was like giving out crazy vouchers and stuff and whatever, and they gave her a house, so she stayed, because New Orleans was like crazy hectic and down. Literally everybody was out the city at that point, so we moved there. So in that small city or town, a lot of stuff was going on, and a lot of young kids were doing a lot of stuff. So y'all saying y'all can't take it serious, it's like, what is it to take serious? Like, this is not, it's real life. Like, come on, it's not a story for you to take serious. It's just what happened, literally. So I got a lot of good feedback and a lot of people telling me things they could relate. Whether I was 5 years old, that was a little dramatic, but I'm just saying, like, it doesn't matter in age. It's just not about that. The story was literally to, you know, shine a light towards people who live in that closet. And although he was young, that's understandable, but he still lived a lie to me and to everybody around us. And it's not something that I'm bashing or shaming. Like, I just told a story, literally. Like, it wasn't to bash, I just told a story. So it's just what happened. So I'm going to read some of the comments and address the ones that I feel like I wanted to address. So let me find a comment that I wanted to touch on. Okay, yeah, so somebody was like, this is about 3rd and 4th graders, seriously. So for one, y'all are making it seem like I said that me and him had sex or sexual encounters, or I never dragged the story out like that. Like, I literally just said what I found in his phone. I mean, if y'all don't know, and if y'all have kids, please look into y'all kids' stuff and what they doing, because yeah, we were in 3rd and 4th grade. I never said we was in 3rd and 4th grade when it came out, for one. But that's the age that he and I, it was not a serious relationship, y'all, but we were going together. Through the years of me knowing him and talking to him, I found that out. So go back and watch the video and make it make sense. So somebody was like, humans don't even have sexual feelings at that age. And once again, I never said sexual feelings. I never said that he had sex with a guy, or, and how y'all know what a 9 and 10, really not even 9 and 10, because at this time I found out we had to be in like 5th or 6th grade. So I'm so confused because at that time in that small town, I had friends that were having sex in 6th and 7th grade. Little do y'all know. And I don't know if that's something y'all don't want to talk about or something people like protect. It's not right. I wasn't doing it, but I knew people that were. So I don't know why y'all making it seem like at that age you so young minded and so dumb. Like, certain kids are, but certain kids who are exposed to things know certain things. Like, let's be honest. Duh. Like, at that age, you know. Why does he have a cell phone at that age? I'm so confused. Because now, kids are getting cell phones at 2, 3, 4 years old. So, y'all trying to make, like, my video so cap. Like, it wasn't an iPhone. It still was one of those simple phones, but come on. We had phones. Like, let's stop being weird. How the hell is he sending naked pictures? Never said he sent a naked picture. Never said that. Said a picture was in his phone. I don't know who it was. And I mean, I'm sure it wasn't him. It was more of an, if not adult, older age person. Like, he probably got them pictures off the internet or anything. Like, I never said it was pictures of him. Where did he learn that from? Where is his mama and daddy and all of that? Obviously not going through his phone. I mean, they were in his life. It's not like he stayed on his own. Like, he still was a well taken care of child. He had things like a phone. And yeah, maybe they thought like you and didn't think he was doing stuff, and he was. Like, some of these comments really make me upset. Like, come on. 4th grade, where's his mama? Good question. Like, good question. And then there was a question somebody asked me, would I date somebody if he was honest about being bi? Why you gotta be so disrespectful? You pretty, not everybody's perfect. Thank you for that comment. That was one of the pretty decent comments that I actually liked. Like, you're curious and you're not trying to disrespect me. So I wasn't trying. If I did come off as disrespectful and I did bother some of the LGBT community that I love, I'm not against any of it. I'm sorry, but I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, and I just was telling my story. I did feel a little betrayed by him and a little like trustworthy, like, because we were cool so long, and you know, it was somebody that I thought, like, I liked at that age. Like, not that it was serious or none of that, but just like, damn, I've been with him, spent all that time with him, and I just felt like he could have been honest and not dating other girls either, like, stuff like that. So wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I mean, I was a little upset in that time, so I probably let that speak through in the video, but no, it wasn't any disrespect. Would I date someone if he's honest about being bi? I'm not sure about that. Not our first intent, but if we vibe, we vibe. But, you know, not necessarily, because I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just not comfortable with that, y'all. And you're right, everybody is not perfect. Somebody said, I'm from New Orleans. A lot of people call them punks down here. Indeed, I'm from New Orleans as well. It's what we call them, but I moved to Texas and realized we need to stop talking like that. True, but I'm still in New Orleans, and I mean, what do we call it? Like, I'm not gonna let another city tell me how I'm supposed to talk. So, she was 9. I can't take this story serious. Once again, what does my age have to do with anything? I never spoke about any sexual in account. I just said he had that in his phone. Like, if y'all wasn't at that age sneaking and looking at stuff like that, good for you. But it was around me, and that's what people was doing at that age. So we were all curious. Like, doesn't mean we literally were out having sex at that age. It's not what I'm saying. But again, I had some of my friends who were having sex in 5th and 6th grade. I actually had a friend, not gonna say any names. If she see this video, I love her to death, and she knows that. We don't really speak anymore, but she got pregnant at 13 and had her baby at 14. Once again, I lived in a small town in Alabama. Those type of things were going on around. Like, yes, she had her baby at 14 years old. Okay. Somebody said I kind of had the opposite situation. I'm trying to catch him outside of the Narnia kingdom. I don't know if he is straight, bi, or gay, but female intuition told me several times on several accounts he may be using me to see if he's still into vagina or not. Because his last serious gay relationship was literally so bad. The other dude made a video and uploaded 2 versions. So, yeah, go with your intuition, girl, because I'm sure if you feel it, you feel it. Somebody say I live in New Orleans, and the same thing happened to me last year, but I didn't find out he was bisexual until he suddenly died from a drug overdose, and his 2 secret boyfriends showed up at his funeral, and they both started posting receipts, pictures, proof that their relationship with him on Facebook and Instagram. I couldn't believe it because he was one of the most masculine men I've ever dated, and the sex was amazing. It was a complete shock while grieving his death at the same time, and a year later, I'm still struggling to accept it. One, I'm sorry to hear that. I hate that for you, girl. And yes, it happens a lot. It happens a lot. There was this one comment I wanted to address. I believe that's one of the ones that got taken down. It was a guy basically saying that why do we why do we talk stuff about guys who end up who end up finding out they're gay, but they're not able to say something at that time and living in the closet and stuff. And again, that's fine, but y'all cannot get mad at women for being mad about that as well. Again, my story is irrelevant to a lot of girls' stories who this is happening to in their older years. Like, right, my story is about when I was younger and it wasn't as serious of a deal, but again, I know this is happening in real life, so it was something I wanted to speak about still, because at the end of the day, it's still something that in the back of my head, I'm like, wow, I really went with him and thought I liked him, but he was like into guys, period. Even though I was young and it was not a serious relationship, people who are in serious relationships, it's happening to. So that's why you can't blame a woman for feeling, okay, here it is. No, this isn't it. Those are some other comments commenting on the girl post about her boyfriend dying. So basically, I just wanted to speak on that because it's like it was a lot of angry, maybe like DL guys or like guys in the closet, like going off on me because I was saying he should live in his truth, and they're like living his truth. He wasn't ready to come out, whoop, whoop. And that's understandable, but you can't blame a girl for feeling a way about it. Like, period. It's because you can't live in your truth or you can't speak on this, you're gonna hurt other people around you, and that's the whole point that I'm making. Like, if you don't want to come out yet, don't date girls. And if you are bisexual, be upfront. I mean, it's not about how I want people to take me and this and that. Like, that's the problem. Stop being afraid of that, because yeah, don't be afraid of that, period. I don't feel like you should live in that type of fear. Another one Just found out my boyfriend was cheating on me with a guy. I have screenshots and texts from both of them to prove it, but he still denies. That's honestly what fucks with my head the most. And that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, the denial, that's what's gonna fuck with a female's head. Like, you can't be in denial if this is something you know you want to do. Like, if you up front, it's nothing we can do. I mean, we still gonna talk, and people gonna talk regardless. That's the whole point that I feel people are missing. Like, stop being afraid to be talked about, because people gonna talk about you regardless, and that's just that on it. If you're afraid to be talked about, I just feel like live under a rock. Then just stay in your lane. Like, that's what I'm saying. Don't date girls. Just sit down, in my opinion. And I don't know if that's gonna bother people as well, but that's how I feel about it. Don't date women and you know you don't like women. It's just not, it just doesn't add up to me. So that's all the ones I'm gonna touch on, because like I said, a lot of them got deleted, and a lot of them I can't see because I don't know why. Somebody said, what if he's honest about being bisexual, especially if he's cheating? Nope, bi. Yeah, like, I don't understand. You have to just be honest. And again, he was young, so he has the opportunity to grow up and change his ways, or whatever the case is. I mean, everybody has the opportunity to change their ways, but I just feel like that's going on, whether we were young or not. It was a story that I wanted to touch on because I know a lot of people going through it. So if y'all are going through it, drop y'all comments below. Hopefully YouTube will allow me to reply, but if not, I am seeing the comments, y'all, and I do have feedback to give y'all. And yeah, if y'all ever want to talk about it or whatever the case is, I have Instagram. Y'all can go over and DM me at Cash Badass. I will link everything down below. And if you haven't seen the video that I made about finding out my boyfriend was gay, I will link it in the description box. But until then, I will be back, and I will see y'all soon. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video. On the road to 200. It sounds so funny being a small YouTuber and saying that, but yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned for the more content have to come. Peace out.
You nigga is a lame, I could never chase. Do this shit for fun, but I bet I take your place. He love to call me Cash while he grabbing